Hi, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up database username and password for your WordPress website. Okay, so let's get to it. We are working on a remote server. Remote server could be purchased from any of these providers like Namecheap, HostGator, GoDaddy, Bluehost, all of them. There are many of them. Okay, here in Nigeria we have lots. We have Google Host, we have TrueHost, we have QServer, Upperlink. The list is endless. Just a brief Google search will give you a whole lot. But of course, I put a link in the description for the ones I recommend you can actually use, that I've used, that are very fantastic. So let's continue. Now I am in my web hosting server currently. So what I'm going to do now is to start by creating a database name. To do that, from here, if I scroll down to this place, regardless of where you buy it from, they all have similar interface. Okay, so it's maybe slightly different, but they all have the same pattern. Nothing. Just look around, you find it. You will see exactly where to click, exactly by watching what I've just done now. I'll just come over to this place where you have databases. I click on my SQL database. Okay, once it opens, you come to where you have create new database. Now you understand that you can see here you have a prefix. This is taken from the domain name. Okay, so I'll just come here. Yours can be anything, but this is what I have here. So I'll just put a name. I'll just call my let me just use DYB1. Now click on create database here. Right, the way I do my things, I like to keep my record. So I already have a notepad that I set up. Alright, that way I'm able to put everything here. I'm able to access them when I need them. So I'll just come down here and click this, copy, I paste it here. Right, the next thing I'm going to create is username and password. Okay, so I'll just come over here, go back, scroll down to where you have my SQL users. Over here you can see by default it added this here. I'll just remove it and I'll put what I want to use. I'll call it right, the prefix here, and this is my information. So here I also add my password that I intend to use. I like to type it out. I'll click on create. I had to pause the video so you don't see the password. I click on create user. Okay, I have the user. I just copy it and drop it on my notepad. Okay, I have my password and I also have my username. I also have my localhost. Now this localhost is usually provided by your hosting platform, so you don't change this. It's just the same way it is. Some may have something unique, but this is the most common one, localhost. So I have this now. So the next thing I'm going to do is to add privileges to this user. What does it mean? It means that this user will be able to do anything in this database. So to do that, I'll just come to this place, click on go back again, then scroll down to the bottom here where you have add user to database. Here I just pick the user I'm using, this one, and then this is my database, and I say add. Then down here you will see all privileges. Just check it, then scroll to this place and then click make changes. Great. So we have successfully created our database, username, password, and of course the assigned localhost. Alright, so that is how you do that. Thank you.